This is one of the best plugins that no one seems to be talking about, and it's free, which blows my mind. There is an option to upgrade to full, but I've been using the free version for a while, and it's so powerful, I don't feel the need to. But out of guilt, I almost feel like I want to upgrade. But it just sounds great, and no one seems to be talking about this. Maybe people are, and I just don't know it yet because I mean, Oblivion dropped and the remaster, and I had no idea. And I was like, "Wow, this is incredible!" And I started playing it, and everyone's like, "I've been waiting for this for months." Like, I didn't even know that they were working on the remaster at all. So sometimes I do live under a rock, but this is a really powerful plugin. So I'm going to show you a couple use cases of how I'm using this. And there is one complaint that I do have with this plugin, but I can get over that, I think, especially considering the way it sounds, because that's what matters most. So I have this synth intro here at the beginning that sounds like this. And I'm adding a low octave to this synth. So the synth, without anything, sounds like this. And so I'm adding a lower octave onto this. And so if I bring the wet all the way up, so the wet dry, so all you're hearing is that pitch now. You're not hearing the original signal. It sounds like this. And I'm just using the wet dry knob to blend it in around like 40–50% to add in that lower octave. And it sounds super natural, but we have even more control over that. If I bring this all the way up so we can hear exactly what this is doing, we have, first and foremost, the pitch section here, which you can adjust your pitch. You can go all the way 2 octaves below and 2 octaves above. And then we also have the formats as well, which is absolutely insane. So the fact that we can adjust the format as well as the pitch itself is something that I don't quite see all the time. And I stumbled across this plugin when I was helping one of my students find something that would work well for them. They were using some stock pitch shifting plugins and they didn't sound great. I was using some paid ones that sounded pretty good. And so as we were kind of like diving into what would work well for them, and were looking for just something simple and free, we stumbled across this, and now I'm using this all the time. It's insane. And one of the main reasons too is because we have this EQ section. So there is a lot of low end buildup that was happening, especially when I dropped it below an octave. And it sounds like this. And if I turn this up, this EQ section up, you can hear kind of what was going on. It was just distorting the low end. And I was able to just bring that down so it wasn't affecting that area at all. And you can adjust this left and right to fix that as well. Which is insane. We also have a few different color options here, which is basically like a yes or no rate. Yes or no, game, yes or no, tube, yes or no, just some typical color stuff. We have our tonal boost, of course, stereo link, and that's all included in the free version of this plugin, which is absolutely insane. So it's really powerful. I use it all the time. Here's another use case of me using it on guitars, and I wanted to have this breakdown hit just a little bit harder, and I wanted these guitars to have a lower octave. These are already tuned down a lot, and I wanted another octave below. So during this section, these are the normal sounding guitars here, but during this section here, I wanted these guitars to have a lower octave. And so listen to the breakdown going into that section, how it just fills that section out even more. Maybe we'd be better off oh, just disgusting. And so we'll turn these off, and this is what these guitars sound like now without that lower octave. And now let's turn them back on. Absolutely brutal. And this is what they sound like by themselves here. So it's just a typical lower octave. And I'm doing that by putting inner pitch at the beginning of the chain before it goes into the amp sim, because it just sounds so natural. And it just sounds so good. It affects a guitar DI really well. It handles it really, really well. And that's really low, but blended in with that makes it sound so good. Absolutely wild. It's been a great plugin. So I wanted to share this with you guys. If you guys are interested in this, a link to this plugin will be down in the description below. And I'm sure if you like this video, you'll love other videos on my channel. This is my backup channel, not my main channel. So I share interesting, cool stuff like this, and there's no edits or anything. I just press record and upload. So if you like this kind of stuff, give me a like or give me a comment that lets me know to keep making stuff like this, and to maybe back away from maybe the more hyper edited stuff that's on my main channel, Producing in the Box. All right, talk soon. Peace.